Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to find out if this 1,000 horsepower Mustang will make my C8 Corvette seem slow.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Brink of Speed. I hope you enjoyed that little intro. That's not my intro. That's RacerX's intro. And today I'm going to meet up with him. So it's going to be really cool. I think we're going to do like a switcheroo type of deal. Maybe we'll do some verses. So it's going to be great meeting up with him. I've already met him one time in person. We had a great talk, but we wanted to collaborate ever since then, and we are today. And I can't wait. But real quick, before we get started, thank you to my Thumbs Up Squad for already smashing that thumbs up button. I hugely appreciate it. And if you don't want to miss a single one of these types of videos, as usual, make sure to smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Let's get going, guys. And we're off and going to meet up with Paul of RacerX. I'm really looking forward to this, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we talked for quite a while at the Z06 event here in Dallas and hit it off really well. And he has like I think it's a 1,000 horsepower Mustang. RacerX right there in his red Mustang. Thing sounds amazing already. And look at the huge beefy tires on the back. Sheesh. What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too.
Everything going all right?
Yeah.
How's the car running?
It's running well.
It's distinctive, man. It's hard to miss.
I know. I've got like probably 15 people that have come in and driven around
Oh,
since
really?
I've been here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like when you see it, you're like, oh, I wonder if that's it. No, that's it. Pretty cool looking.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul with RacerX.
RacerX.
Tell us about your Mustang, man.
You know, this is just your average little run-of-the-mill V8 Mustang. You know how it goes. So no.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it does. It's
I mean,
supposed
when you look at it from the outside, the only sign that gives it away that's, you know, it's making a lot more power is that right there.
So I just changed those out. Actually, I'm due for a new set. You can see it's starting to kind of get a little out of control here. Oh,
wow.
I run these all the time. But problem is, I can't, like, if I put the pizza cutter tires on there, like, it's just dangerous.
Yeah.
So it'll spin those tires at like 120 mile an hour. So it's just one of those things that those tires do not work. So I normally run the front runners and obviously the big tires in the back, but I just threw these on the back just so that way I'd have a little bit of traction.
Sure.
So, you know,
sure.
But the car is actually it's nothing super crazy. It really is pretty simple setup. It is a Hellion twin turbo, twin 64 millimeter ball bearing turbos from Turbonetics. So it's a new design on the turbos. It works great. I mean, it is pretty simple. It's on E85.
Okay.
It's got the 4 triple pump system in it. So, you know, it kind of needs that for all the power. So to be honest, the car still has stock transmission, stock engine. These Coyotes are just insane.
Yeah,
that's why I chose
they're...
this platform. But yeah, it's nothing crazy. E85 with a twin turbo kit is what it is.
And what do you run into the rear wheels, you think?
It depends on how I have it set up. You know, on the lowest boost setting, which is like 5.5 pounds, it's like maybe 650, something like that to the tire. Now I can turn it up a little bit. I've got a e-boost controller inside. So with these tires on it, I can boost it. Right now I've got my highest setting, which is map 4. It's somewhere around 900 wheel, little less than 900 wheel. It's about 890. So yeah, I mean the car runs pretty good. Now keep in mind the turbos on this car are pretty awesome. I mean with the fuel and the turbos I have on it, the car could probably make 13 or 1400 horsepower.
Oh wow.
So I've got it turned down to protect the engine and the transmission,
Sure.
obviously. So once I throw a short block and maybe a hardened transmission at it, we could go higher. But right now I'm that for the street, it's almost too much as it is.
I was gonna say it's got to be insane.
It is, man. Dude, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a different build. I'm used to, like I said, I'm a Corvette guy like you.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had 5 Corvettes. I love
Awesome.
them. I know you and I had the same C5 Z06,
Yeah.
right? So I was looking at getting one of those actually. You
Right.
know, a C8. It didn't work out. I was trying to get the Z06. We both know what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm enjoying the car. You know, I may go with a different type of build at some point. I was a Mopar guy for a while.
Sure.
Had a Hellcat that was really fast, but it's fun to change things up sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Man. So
Yeah,
that's what
absolutely.
we're doing. So
Awesome.
yeah, man.
So show us under the hood, man.
So under the hood, like I said, it's just your run-of-the-mill average Mustang 5.0.
Wow.
Yeah. So to the unsuspecting eye, it looks bone stock as it was designed by the guys over at Gearheads and Hellion. So the intake chart, like the intake tube, if you look carefully enough, if you give it more than like the 3-foot look, you can tell this is just cut.
Sure.
But you know, they had to cut this a certain way, but they just kind of laid it over. They cut this air box, all that stuff. So the charge pipe runs through here. The turbos are undermounted, so you can't see them.
Yeah, you can't see
They
them
hit
at all.
all the fuel components up under here.
Holy cow.
Everything's hidden, so you really have to look at even the gauges for the fuel system. It's a really nice fuel system on this car, but they're all extremely hidden. You actually can't even see them until you pull a lot of this stuff off. So it looks bone stock underneath here. So that's the tricky part of it. So, you know, if somebody says, hey, look, you know, what do you got done? If I said it just had if I said an E85 tune,
Yeah. They
that's
wouldn't
not,
know.
and it's not untrue.
That's right. They wouldn't know.
But I don't have to tell them all the other stuff. But everything, pretty much every performance modification on this car is very well hidden unless you see it in the air. And then
Sure,
it looks
sure.
very busy under there.
Sure,
so
sure.
I kind of like it that way, you know. So it just makes it fun. It's a different setup. But you know, for the guy who doesn't follow the channel, you know, wants to race at the track.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, let's put a little money on it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That makes it fun. So
Surprise him.
surprise.
So ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Paul with RacerX. If you have not checked his channel out, which I'm sure a lot of you that watch me watch him as well, he does excellent reviews on cars, and he does them all the time. Plus, he owns this Mustang, and I don't know if you're planning any new cars for the channel anytime soon.
You
or...
know, I've planned a lot of different things for the channel.
Sure.
So a lot of people don't know I was trying to get a TRX for the channel. Somebody showed up at the dealership before I bought it, paid 30 grand over sticker.
Good
They bought it out
golly.
from under me.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know what happened with the C8 Z06. That was
Right.
going to be the next big thing. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about doing for the channel. Right now, it's just this. A lot of people want to see me build an RT. A lot of people want to see me do something on the Chevy side, which
Sure.
obviously you guys would like. So I'm keeping my options open at this point. Right now, it's just this beast, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I've got a
Awesome.
few ideas.
Well, like I said, go to his channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. That
Absolutely.
way his new uploads come out.
Yes,
So-
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so show us the inside, man.
Okay, so the inside is nothing super crazy. This thing started life as just a $40,000 base Mustang GT.
Okay.
So if you're a gearhead like me that likes to drag race, believe it or not, this is actually the best one to get. It's the lightest version of the Mustang, has the smaller brakes on it, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to change out quite as much. So it does have the base seats in it. Now, Dyna Performance is one of my sponsors. So you can see
Okay.
it does have kind of the carbon fiber overlays in here. They also sent me that LED steering wheel, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, those are very cool.
So yeah, it's got the LEDs up here. It does have the red leather there, and of course the carbon fiber. Not a whole lot else going on. You can see it's got the base seats in it. I'm probably going to go ahead and get some Recaro race seats for this car at some point when I don't daily it, because they're more firm. And you can see right over here, there's an E-Boost controller, boom, right there. So it actually goes in the air conditioning vent of all places,
Oh,
but
okay.
it works out great there, and you can still get plenty of cool air, and it just works. And so probably do a rear seat delete and maybe change the seats out once I don't daily the car. But for now, I literally daily this thing. I mean, it's a 1,000+ horsepower car.
Right.
But it works
And you
great
just
for
daily
daily
it.
driving,
Wow.
and that's why the tires are so worn out. So I'm due for a new set of drag radials for sure.
So I guess we'll see what I think about it if I drive it. Let's see what this car feels like compared to a stock 495 horsepower Corvette. Well, I don't know exactly what the plan is here today, but I think we're gonna kind of do a little swap-a-roo,
You could
check each other's cars out.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
let's get started.
I think it'd be fun.
Awesome.
See, you're used to it, right? It's like anything else. You get used to it.
Yeah.
But like when they just drive so much different than just about everything else. You know, unless you're used to driving, say, like a McLaren or something.
Right.
You know? But like they really do drive different than any other Corvette too. You've owned several Corvettes like I have, and they're so different. But I like it. I like the different. A lot of people hated when they went to the mid-engine, but I actually really like it.
Oh, I love it. So, I was super excited when I found out they were going to do it. I mean, there were rumors back in 06, 07 that they were going to do it for the C7.
Yeah.
But then 08 happened, the economy tanked, and Chevy almost went bankrupt, and that
was that.
Immediately. So it's cool though, because after GM talked themselves back in, and when I say themselves, I mean like the top executives had to be talked back into the Corvette, because they almost scrapped the Corvette.
What a shame that would have been.
Oh, it would have been crazy. But when they were talked back into keeping the Corvette, they said, let's just do it in the next generation.
Yeah.
So they planned a long time ago to do the mid-engine.
Sure.
I mean, obviously way before that too, with Tash, or with Zora, but
be interesting when the Zora and the ZR1 and all that stuff come out too. It'd be interesting to see what they come out with.
It's going to be very cool.
Nice little stretcheroony here. Let's see what she's got.
Yeah.
So listen to that exhaust go. So smooth, but man, it makes such efficient power.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we are.
So good.
It's so smooth the way it makes power. I love it. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's not very often that I ride in the passenger seat.
It is a little weird from over there, isn't it? And you get a wild man in the driver's seat. That's the way. That's the way it goes.
It's fun.
There's a nice little 55 roll. Pretty good.
Yep.
That's it right there. Fun car to drive, man. It's not much fun car to drive. These things are they did such a good job with this car. Some people don't like them. I love them. I love the C8. You know, the exhaust on the regular. You get to drive one of these, so you don't daily the car.
I don't.
This okay. So you just get to get out and have fun with it when you want to. So nothing wrong with that.
But I mean, for a couple-year-old car, I do have, 16,300 miles.
A few miles on it.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you drive your car.
Yeah.
You know, so many people buy cars and they just let them sit.
Right.
And that's not, to me, that's not the spirit of why they design these cars. It's like with the guys that bought the Dodge Demons, right?
Yeah.
Like so many guys bought those cars that aren't even drag racers.
Yeah.
They're just paperweights.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, even with my first Corvette that I ever bought, the C5 Z06, I was lucky enough to find one with only 1,900 miles on it. It was 2 years old at the time that I bought it.
Yeah.
And within 3 years, I had 36,000 miles on it.
You don't want to get out of them. That's the thing. It's like when you're driving a normal car, it just feels so underwhelming, right? And guys like us, we like to drive. That's why we do this.
Yeah.
And it's just, and that's always when somebody pulls up on you that's in like something cool that you know you'd want to race.
Right.
And you're not in the right car.
Exactly.
It only happens then.
I'll tell you what, man, that's happened to me more times than not. It blows my mind. I'm driving my regular SUV around, and here comes this fast car, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then I'm in this,
right,
and nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
It never happens when you're in the car that you want to be in. That's the way. That's just Murphy's Law.
It is. Murphy's Law gets me every time.
It does. It's funny.
To back away from that. That is super loud. Sounds so great. Woo! Even from a distance, sounds amazing. And this car's twin turbo, so you can hear that in the background of the loud exhaust. But we're gonna go for a ride right now. He's gonna take me for an exhilarating ride, and then I might get to drive it.
So I'm actually, what I'll do, I'm gonna keep it on map 1 first.
Okay.
Feel what that's like, and then you'll feel the difference with map 2. The difference between like 2, 3, and 4 isn't that much, but the difference between 1 and 2 is a lot. But it is like, you can feel it. I mean, it's docile, but it also, you can hear it's just a lot of creaky, like race car-ish stuff going on inside of this thing. It's not super buttoned down like your car. it's you can definitely tell this one's been breathed on a lot.
Well, that's okay.
All right, now we are actually officially in the Mustang. So he's never ridden in a twin turbo Mustang before. I thought, you know what, we got to at least take him for a little bit of a ride, show him what the twin turbo Mustang is all about. So we'll go ahead and let him see how it goes.
All right. Wow.
That's the lowest setting it goes on.
Jeez.
So, yeah, that was setting 1, so that was only 5 pounds.
Wow.
Different experience, right?
Oh my gosh, that was incredible.
So we'll jump up to 2.
All right. Sheesh. Here we go.
Still on 1.
Holy crap.
It's a smooth pull.
That is insanely smooth, man.
Yeah, it's smooth, but you stack mile an hour pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I can't see it very clearly,
yeah,
but I'm
that
sure
was-
we were
it's 150.
maybe. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we might be going about 60.
About
We're in
right.
Mexico, so it's
Well,
only
yeah,
60
in
miles an hour.
Velocidad, Mexico.
Right, right.
So,
Woo! That is nuts. So yeah, like he said in the beginning, the inside of this car, besides the fact that it's all carbon fibered out, just looks like a bone stock Mustang. And it even sounds like a bone stock Mustang until you get into it and you can hear the turbos.
right.
You know?
Yeah, it's the whole design of this was it's Hellions sleeper kit, right? So it's made to go undermount. You're not really supposed to be able to see it. Obviously, the guys that designed this over at Gearheads in Mansfield, they did a lot of extra work to hide everything.
Sure.
To make sure you cannot tell what is going on with this car.
Sure,
underneath,
sure.
Which is, you know, there's something to be said for something that's kind of understated but still
Yeah.
fast. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
always makes it fun.
Absolutely. And the braking is phenomenal.
Yeah, these are stock Mustang GT brakes, the little ones actually.
Oh my god.
But it works. They work fine. That's why I tell people all the time. They're fine.
Are they
You know?
glowing red when you get back?
All right, so we'll go ahead and get one more little pull in here, and then we'll let him drive it and see what he thinks about it. So let's do a little 4th gear pull. We'll let it build for a second. Nice little smooth pull. Right to brake traction. We got it.
Holy cow. Man, that thing gets up so
Once
fast.
the boost hits, you must have quit. That's how they
That's
say it.
right. That's right. Jeez.
Well, we're gonna let him drive it and see
All
what
right.
he thinks.
Let's do it. All right, so here I am in the driver's seat of this crazy fast Mustang. Let's take it for a drive.
Yeah, let's
and see
go,
what
man.
happens,
See
man.
what you think. Interested to find out.
All right, here we go, guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
That is so cool.
It's smooth, isn't it?
It is super
Feels like you're
smooth.
getting ready to sprout wings and take off,
Oh
doesn't
my
it?
god.
Now you see why these
Wow.
are so hard to roll race.
Oh yeah.
Like it stacks mile an hour so
Yeah,
hard.
man. I mean, this is a new adventure for sure for me. I mean, I would love to have something like this on the channel just to go out and have fun.
Just go out and just troll people.
Yeah, just like, oh my gosh. But then, you know, I wouldn't be able to find races probably.
You know
what I mean?
Every once in a while, it's fun to ruin somebody's day.
Yeah, yeah.
Guy in an unsuspecting Lambo pulls up or whatever, you know.
Right.
It's fun to kind of make them look for their return paperwork.
All right, here we go.
Setting 3.
That is fun, and it's very controllable.
It is. It is.
I mean, you're not, obviously, like you said, it's not a 3rd gear pull where you're having to, you know, worry about the end coming out.
Was that a 6th gear pull?
6. Oh, no, that was 5th.
That was 5th.
That was
okay.
5th, yes.
I did feel it shift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 5 and 6 gear pulls in this car are so satisfying.
Oh, yeah,
Because
man.
it just rolls out. It's so smooth, but you just stack mile an hour.
Yeah, much fun. So much fun. Yes, it is addicting.
Yes, sir.
For sure, but I'm gonna get this back in one piece. We're gonna get off and turn around. And man, what a ride.
You like it? You're a fan.
I am.
Feels different over there.
It does. It still throws you so far back in your seat, but it's cool having control of that. You know?
It's like a missile you can steer.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, if I compare this to my C8, like you said, it's really, really comfortable and fun to drive the C8, and it feels like more horsepower than what it has.
It does, absolutely.
But then you get into this, and you're like 100% visceral, 100%
Raw.
Feels like raw horsepower that just doesn't stop.
It doesn't care.
It doesn't care.
It just goes.
It just goes, and it just says, you know, hey, if you can handle me, you can handle me. If you can't, you can't.
I just think it's so crazy when you really think about what the Coyote, and I've never been a huge Mustang guy,
Yeah.
but you have to give them a little bit of credit.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a stock engine.
Yeah, I know.
Stock transmission.
You haven't done anything to either one of them besides put on
Just a turbo kit.
turbo kit.
That's it.
Yeah.
A little bit of fuel and some turbo kit, and off we go. So it's amazing what Ford did with the Coyote, and that's why everybody says Coyotes love boost, is because you can see how they react just by strapping a supercharger or a twin turbo kit to it. They're fast.
Yeah, they're very fast.
So I don't know, different animal.
Totally. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I just got done driving RacerX's amazing, like 900 horsepower Mustang. It's actually higher than that, but that's to the wheels, right?
To the wheel.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was exhilarating. It was amazing. A brand new experience. But you got to drive the C8 Corvette. People got to hear your thoughts on that, but what's your final conclusion?
You know, I love the C8 Corvette. I talk about it at length all the time in terms of what a great package they put together. You have a great C8 because I just love all the little details that you put on your car. Like, a lot of attention to detail was paid to his car. Like that little window in the back, so cool. You can see it on both sides, and like the wheels, and just very cool theme. So it's different, you know what I mean? And maybe not everybody loves it, but I think it's cool that you did your own thing with it, and I give you a lot of respect for that. And the car's so much fun to drive. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad you got to drive mine as well.
Me too,
so
man.
we had a good time today, guys. Been trying to get this collab in for a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we've really been trying to get this collaboration in.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun. I hope we get to do at least one more.
We'll see how it goes.
He's about to move, so.
Going to Florida.
Right when a good thing starts, it ends.
We'll make it happen.
Anyway, so check out his channel, RacerX. Again, smash that red subscribe button for him and the bell so that you guys can see his content. If you guys enjoyed this, smash that thumbs up button. Leave us comments down below letting us know about what you thought about his drive in my car and my drive in his. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this video. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys out on the road.